Well, ever since the story broke out about the arrest of Jamil Mukulu, there have been a lot of speculations whether he is the man himself arrested in Tanzania or not. Tonight, I'm being joined by Uganda Police spokesperson Fred Enanga to give some light about whether the man in the cells in Tanzania is the real Jamil Mukulu. Thanks for joining me. Yeah. There have been a lot of speculation about whether the man in the custody in Tanzania, he is Jamil Mukulu. What are the findings of your team that you sent in Tanzania to establish the identity of the man?
The fact that he was this wanted person who is on an international warrant of arrest and on the red notice of Interpol as a wanted person. So we, upon getting that information, made this formal request to our colleagues to inform us whether truly the person they have in custody is Jamil Mukulu or not. And it came on the 2nd. That's when we got the confirmation, the formal confirmation from them that they had carefully, precautionally, taking all necessary steps, come up with proof that the person in their custody was the real Jamil Mukulu. And they, of course, also requested us to start the process of extradition.
What we want to know, what has been the progress in regard to having him tried back home in Uganda?
Now, under international law, of course, the process of extradition is subject to hearing, just like any other case, before a court, where we come up with documents supporting our case against the defense that Jamil Mukulu would actually raise. So, as I talk now, the effective hearing of the extradition started today morning. That is in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. The Minister for Justice reviewed our documents, the extradition documents, and he gave an authority for the judge to proceed.
But why is the government of Tanzania much interested into having Jamil Mukulu tried in Tanzania? Yet we all know that Jamil Mukulu is a Ugandan.
No, Tanzania is not interested in that. But like the way international law dictates, is that the process of handing over a fugitive or a wanted person has to be lawfully done. There are lawful processes there. It's not just, picking somebody and handing him over. Because you may never know, the other country may be wanting to prosecute him or persecute him on the basis of religion, on the basis of race, on politically motivated cases. You get it. Or he may have committed those cases when he was 18 years. So it is subject to hearing for us to come up with full proof to show that the suspect committed crimes when he was above 18 years. He committed these crimes against Ugandans, and that they are criminal cases, not any politically motivated cases, okay? And then, and that we want him for prosecution. There's an international warrant of arrest for him to show that he's a wanted person in the criminal courts.
As a force, what facts do you have that actually Jamil Mukulu committed atrocities in Uganda?
We always have record of cases, criminal cases. From the very first incident at Impondo in 1996, when he launched attacks against Uganda, we lost policemen there who were abducted and murdered and buried. There is a case file that was existing. Then the other atrocities along the western border up to Kichwamba, you remember, the Chwamba massacre, then the many cases of bomb attacks, homemade explosives within Kampala city, now the spate of murders and acts of terror in Busoga. So we consistently built up these case files, and that is even among the evidence, okay, that we presented in our extradition documents.
What are your findings? Has this man been a resident in Tanzania? Does he have a home? Does he run businesses there?
A rebel leader like that, he will use a number of he will have travel documents under different names, and for us we've come up with the different appearances where he has concealed himself, he has carried a beard where he's beardless, and so on and so forth. But one of the tasks that we do have is to show the Tanzanian authorities that he's a Ugandan. That is why we carried the immigration documents, and with an immigration officer who is supposed to go and present the case that I'm from immigration, this man is a Ugandan, he carries this passport, he was born in this place, these are his parents who are still existing. So that is sufficient to show that he's actually Ugandan. If he has any other passports, that is in his defense.
Thanks for being part of this interactive news segment where we discuss issues that affect the people and giving more light on the arrest of Jamil Mukulu in Tanzania. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.